Please note, exercise is not without its risks, and this or any other exercise program may result in injury. Do not start this fitness program if your physician or healthcare provider advises against it, or if you have a medical or physical condition that may increase your risk of injury or death. If you experience faintness, dizziness, pain, or shortness of breath at any time while exercising, you should stop immediately. Those following the workout routines do so at their own risk. Also, please be sure you are in a safe space, free from clutter.
What's up, runners? Adil, personal trainer here at the SRC. Today we're going to be going through a quick little workout. It should take around 15-20 minutes. And it's going to be a full body workout, but mostly focused on lower body. And we're going to be pretty quick about the rest intervals, but feel free to go at your own pace. Rest whenever you need to rest. Pause the video whenever you need to pause the video. And get plenty of water whenever you need it. I'm going to be using one 10-pound dumbbell, but if you don't have weights, feel free to use whatever you have available, whether that be books, milk cartons, any kind of weights. But it's not even, don't even necessarily need it. You could be doing these exercises without body weight, or with your body weight without any extra weights. That'll be totally fine. And I'm only going to be using them for one exercise, so you should be fine even if you don't have any dumbbells to use. So let's get started. So first and foremost, we're gonna get warmed up. Even though this workout is mainly focused on lower body, we're gonna warm up the upper body a little bit just to get back muscles activated. So we're gonna do a standing Cobra for a minute, and all we're doing is having our hands in normal. We're gonna turn them out and squeeze our back together and come back to neutral. So starting in neutral, spinning and going out. Starting in neutral, spinning the hands and squeezing it back. And back to neutral. I'm just gonna do this for a minute. Nothing too hard. Just trying to strengthen the back muscles a little bit, because these muscles usually tend to be really weak for the majority of people, including myself. So I like to do this often. And it's a nice way to get your body ready, even if we're working lower body, just to get some blood going in the upper body. And we're gonna keep going, about 15 more seconds. Then spinning and squeezing on every rep. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. Good. Now we're gonna go to side lunges. I'm gonna step out to the left. Wow, I cleared up space to the left, and I'm gonna step out to the right. So with my right leg, I'm stepping out, coming down, and then coming back up. And we're gonna do this for a minute. Getting a wide step, and sinking in. And this is also another exercise I like to do often, just because it's a great stretch for your adductors and the inside of your leg. And for me, they always tend to tighten up, especially if you're sitting a lot. So this is a great way to get your heart rate going a little bit and stretch out. And go going. 15 more seconds. Again, stepping out and coming up. Stepping out and back. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna step out to the right. I'm clearing space to the right. Now I'm gonna step out to the left. Again, same thing for a minute. 1, 2. Get a nice stretch here. You need to hold it here to feel the stretch. Hold it for as long as you need it. And we're gonna keep going for a minute. Make sure we're breathing. About 30 more seconds. If you ever need to rest during this exercise, this will be the resting position. Take as long rest as you need, and then you can step out again. And again, you're going at your own pace. There's no set amount of reps. And you're doing as much work as you can for this minute. And one more. And back. The last exercise we're gonna do for the warm-up is gonna be Cobras again, just to get the back muscles a little more activated. So another minute of the Cobras. Again, we're rotating and squeezing the back. Really trying to bring your scapula together and just pinching it back together. Every rep. Making sure we're breathing. Just letting it out for 20 more seconds. And 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're all warmed up. Heart rate's going up a little bit. Breathing rate's a little bit higher. And we're ready to get started. So our first circuit's gonna be purely legs. We're gonna be doing alternating lunges for a minute and then doing glute bridges for a minute. So the first exercise is just gonna be alternating lunges. So you're gonna switch legs at every single lunge. You're gonna step back and come back. Then switch, step back and come back. We're gonna do that for a minute. And let's get started. We're switching every single rep. And you're just trying to get as low as you can with the lunges. I'm touching my knees to the ground. Go as low as you're capable of. I work with whatever range that you have available. If it's only right here, it's totally fine. If it's just a step, totally fine. All we're doing is just working for this minute. Getting down, and back, and down, and back. 20 more seconds. Up on the side. This is what it will look like. Staying nice and tall. And just stepping back. About 10 more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Now, right away, we're gonna go into our next exercise, which is gonna be a glute bridge. So I'm gonna bring in our legs like a sit-up position, hands on our side. All we're gonna do is gonna take our hips and we're gonna go as high as you can into the ceiling. Going up and down, up and down. And we're gonna do that for a minute. And you should feel it in your glutes and your back a little bit, maybe in your hamstrings as well. We're really just trying to squeeze the butt. We're trying to feel most of the tension in the butt. And again, hips high as you can on every rep. And then coming back down. About 30 more seconds. And if you ever need to rest, this would be the resting position. Otherwise, keep churning them out. Again, as high as you can. About 10 more seconds. High as you can, every single rep. 3, 2, and 1. Then we'll get a little breather. Again, anytime you need to pause, go ahead and pause. Get water, get your breath, and then we'll get going again. So we're gonna do one more round of that. So starting with the alternating lunges and then going back to the glute bridges. We're gonna get a little breath back, breathe, get some oxygen. And we'll get going in a bit. So again, whenever you're ready, we're gonna go right back to the lunges. Same position, all we're gonna do is step back and up. Step back and up, and we're gonna go for a minute. On these, we wanna make sure that our knees are in line with our toes in order to maintain proper mechanics. Right here won't be good for any of our muscles or joints. So again, knees over our toes. And again, we're working at whatever range we have. you ever need to rest, this would be the resting position. Breathe, get your breath back. You're ready, step out again. 30 more seconds. Stand tall. Again, if you start to get tired, just get a little bit lower on the lunge. So if you can't go all the way to the ground, get pretty close to the ground. If you can't go down at all, just take little steps. Little steps here. All we're doing is keeping moving for a minute. 5 more seconds. And cool. Now we're going to our bridge again. On the ground. Sit up position. Feet flat, our shoulder width apart. And again, we're putting our hips up into the air as high as we can. Every single breath. Make sure you're breathing. I like to breathe out when I bring my hips up. And we'll keep going. About 20 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. All right, that's the end of our first circuit. So we're gonna get a little breather before our next little circuit. And the next one, we're gonna have more lunges and we're gonna throw in a little bit of core. So for this, I'm gonna be using the dumbbell. But again, if you don't have a dumbbell, it's totally fine. Use whatever weight you have. Or if you don't need weight at all, it's not necessary. So what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna have your dumbbell on your shoulder, just like this. Opposite arm out for balance. And we're gonna step out the leg that the dumbbell's on. So my dumbbell's in the right hand, I'm gonna step out with the left leg. Or, no, sorry. Dumbbell's in my right hand, so I'm gonna step out with my right hand. So I'm gonna step out the right hand, or right leg, getting all my limbs messed up. And then you're gonna come back, and then we're gonna press. That'd be 1. Come down, press. That's 2. And we're gonna do 10 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna switch, go to the opposite arm. Again, holding it on your shoulder, other arm out for balance. And we're gonna kick back the leg that we have the dumbbell on. So stepping back out, press 1, up, 2, 3, on the side, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 1, 2, and 3. Good. I'm gonna drop the dumbbell, I'm gonna be on the ground. You're doing a little bit of core. So first we're gonna get in a dead bug position or the hollow position. That's gonna be just like this, with all of your arms and legs in the air. Your lower back should be completely flat against the floor. So if I wanted to push my hand in, it wouldn't be able to go all the way through. That's the position we want to start in. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna kick out one leg at a time to the ground, and then come back up. That's too fun. Kick out the other one. 2, 3, 4. You wanna make sure on every rep, your lower back does not come off the ground. I'm kicking, and there's still no space between the back, between my back and the ground. 3, 4, we're gonna do 10 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, we'll do 2 more. Again, having your back against the ground, kicking out. 9, and 1 more. 10. Good. Now, I'm gonna go back to the stepping lunges, and we'll come back to the core and then finish up. So again, get whatever rest you need. Get water, pause if you ever need to pause. But right now, I'm gonna get after it. Again, have the dumbbell out. I'm gonna start with my right hand. having my hand out for balance, and I'm gonna step back with my right leg. Stepping back, coming up, and press. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and more. 10. I'm gonna switch. Again, arm out, dumbbell on the side, step back, do a lunge, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just like with the other exercise, if you can't lunge completely down, step to whatever range you can. It's right there. Then come up, and then come up. So we got 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. 4. All right, now we're gonna go back to the core, getting in our dead boat position, with no space between the back and the ground. Arms out, and we're gonna kick out the leg and back. 1, kick out the other one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, and 1 more. 10. Whew. All right, so that's the end of our second circuit. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our cool down a little bit. So still on the ground, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out our glutes a little bit. So on our back, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of our knees and pull it into our chest, and let this leg go out free. And we're gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. And you should feel a nice little stretch on your butt of the leg that you're holding towards your chest. And we're just gonna hold, making sure we're breathing. And with cool down, it's always supposed to be getting your heart rate down a little bit. So you want to take some nice deep breaths just to relax the body. And we're gonna come back, we're gonna switch, grabbing the other leg, pulling towards our chest, and then stretching out the opposite leg. And we're just gonna hold. Taking deep breaths, really just trying to get yourself to relax. Back on the feet. You want to stretch out your quads a little bit. You put out your hand for balance. Go ahead. Then grab one leg and just pull. You feel a nice stretch in your glutes. Again, have your arm out if you need balance. Focus on something that usually helps. I'm gonna hold that for about 30 seconds. And again, taking nice deep breaths, getting ourselves nice and cool down. And we'll switch. Tucking the leg. Focusing on something, trying to keep our balance. And breathing. All right, so that's the end of our workout. Hopefully that was enjoyable and you got a good workout in. Again, feel free to rest as much as you need throughout these workouts. Get enough water, and I'll see you guys next time.